Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're looking at a bit of a dark situation. This particular one regards a woman who was sadly murdered while she was 15 weeks pregnant by a streamer. Now here's where the craziness of this comes in. This guy had an alibi which he thought was going to be solid in the sense that he was streaming at the time of the murder. He was live streaming, that is. However, it was later found out that this was not the case. This guy went on to fake a stream by pre-recording a video and uploading it online. Now, initially, when he was accused, he was let go, as obviously with the whole live streaming alibi, it's a pretty solid one if you're thinking about it. You can't exactly be in two places at once unless you're a magician or something. So today's article I'm going to look at is through the Sunday World. And it says of your pre-recorded Natalie McNally suspected killer's fake alibi video still on YouTube. Now I went and I had a look at the stream. It was about 6 hours long. It's a very, very long stream. And I did have a few clips from it that I took that I thought was a bit interesting. I watched a bit of it. It's hard to watch the entire thing because I am on a very tight schedule. So for 6 hours to push out in a day, it's a bit difficult to do that. But I watched bits and pieces here and there. And I think I got the gist of what was going on. The YouTube video was used as an alibi by Natalie McNally's alleged killer who remains online for the world to watch. When he was arrested on December 19 in connection with the alleged murder of his pregnant partner, Stephen McCullough told police he had been taking part in a 6-hour live stream on YouTube on the night she was killed. Do people really take note of how long their live streams are? I need to know this. Do you just live stream or do you actually take note of how long it actually is? After he was questioned, police checked out McCullough's alibi and found the lengthy video on his YouTube channel. It all appeared to have been broadcast live as he had claimed, and McCullough was eliminated as a suspect by the police investigation. Now the whole situation over here was, when he broadcasted this video, obviously because it was pre-recorded and stuff like that, he had it set up in such a way that he had the gameplay footage on the left, he had his face over here on the top, and over here just the Merry Christmas symbol. So it was meant to be one of these Merry Christmas streams. Here's where things get caught out a bit though, was the live chat in particular, he didn't really interact with them at all. Now his excuse for that was he was having some sort of technical difficulties with his equipment, but at the same time he didn't want to go out and pull out his phone to interact with the chat because then he gets caught up on TikTok and he ends up spending hours and hours going through that.
Hatred at this point. But yes, it is still working away. Trouble is, it's in a very limited capacity. So you may see that the quality of this whole stream that we've got going on here is a little bit crap. And on top of that, like literally all the OBS software could manage is this box, help I'm trapped in the box, that I'm currently in. My little Merry Christmas logo thing that's beneath me. And then this thing here, this big black box of destiny, that's where the game is going to be streamed. And then of course the nice festive red background. And of course I'm wearing my little Santa hat as well. Look at that. Flopping around. I thought that the headphones would muck with it, but they didn't. Good. Yeah, so what are we doing tonight? Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves. I could use my phone to dip in every now and again and check it, but I've decided that I kind of hate live streams where people just sit and read comments and go, "Oh my God, yes, ask me questions." And also, if I go on my phone for too long, I'll end up just scrolling through TikTok, and the amount of time that I've lost scrolling through TikTok is unbelievable. So yeah, phone's away. Can't look at the live chat for some bloody reason, because if I do, it makes the whole thing freeze and OBS just screws up. In fact, I'm still live. Good. Right, yeah, so I need to get my anxiety about whether or not the stream will crash just out of the way, otherwise it'll affect the whole bloody thing. But yes, if you have questions, comments, opinions, anything like that, tough.
Now moving on to a different article that I found, I'm just going to close this one here quickly. When this guy was actually caught out, it was actually pretty interesting in the methods that they use. Now, in particular, CCTV footage captured, obviously, the suspects as they went through the whole event and stuff like that. So in this article from Beast Telegraph, Natalie McKinley murder probe, double-gloved, suspected captured on CCTV in various locations, say police. Now, obviously, as you went along, they had sort of CCTV footage monitoring everybody in obviously the area where the crime took place. They found obviously some suspicious guy going around, but here's the catch with it. He obviously took steps and pains to block his face. He wore a mask. He did his best to remain as anonymous as possible. Even part of the article it says the man has the hood of his coat pulled down and mask covering his face. He's carrying a distinctive Asda bag for life, which police believe contained a black bag later seen on CCTV. The man drops change getting onto the bus. As he bends to pick it up, he removes a black glove which shows a yellow glove underneath. Whoa, he is double gloved. Detective Chief Inspector Neil McGuinness told Lisbon Magistrates Court the marigold glove print was found in blood at the scene of Miss McNally's death. Whoa, that's pretty dark. During the journey, the man is seen on the bus camera sitting motionless, only once lifting his mask below to take a drink of Coca-Cola rather than pulling it down. So he lifted his mask up from the bottom, basically pulling it upwards towards his nose instead of from his nose down to his chin. It's a bit of an awkward way to drink, if you ask me. So anyway, there's got a little kind of sketch overview of how the crime unfolded. Basically, they've got the guy traveling on his route over here, which I suspect is from his home to the suspect's home. So a person walks to the bus stop in Kingsway from the Lisbon direction. The person waits at the bus stop for 15 minutes and boards the bus. The bus is carrying a large rectangular Asda bag for life. The bus travels to Lurgan. Forgive me, guys, I'm just not so good at pronouncing these names. And the person exits the vehicle at Market Street. So here's where things get a bit more interesting as well. So the person disappears out of sight for 10 minutes and returns with the bag for life. The person is then seen carrying a black rucksack captured on CCTV at 8:52 p.m. The police believe that this person enters Natalie's address in Silverwood Green. He leaves at 9:30 p.m. but has changed clothing. Although directives believe the person, who then contend to be McCullough, is recognized by his distinctive gait. The suspect is seen at various points walking along Lough Road, William Street, and into Lurgan Town Centre. The suspect then approaches Phonacab taxi that was ordered on an app by a person which is waiting at Far Joe's bar. So they basically give a bit of a rundown over here of the entire area and all the routes that he traveled. So let's go with number 4. This person is spotted at various points walking to the Market Street past War Memorial. So that's at number 4 over here. Number 5, proceed to Lurgan. Okay. Bag for life walks past the junction leading to Silverwood Green. That's at number 6. Whoa, okay. I see where they're going. 7, person returns walking Silverwood Green with a black rucksack type device across the shoulder and is seen approaching Natalie McNally's address. So this is at number 7. Number 8, person is seen leaving Silverwood Green. Police believe they have changed clothing. Number 8. Okay, so that's where they saw the guy. So that's his basically trajectory over there. Then, number 9, person walks in Lough Road, William Street, blah, 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 close to where the bus is stopped earlier. The person approaches a taxi outside and is taken to address in Lisbon. Taxi arrives outside accused's house. So this is where he takes the taxi from, and it gets to his house, right over there. Wow. 11:16, accused phone is manually swiped open for the first time in more than 5 hours. Now this is interesting. I didn't take note of it, but when the live stream started, he said he doesn't want to have a look at his phone or whatever it is. So if he didn't stop looking at his phone, like for example at like 5:16 and then it opens up, or 6:16 and then it opens up at 11:16, that's 5 hours in total, but his stream went on for 6 hours. So nowhere in that stream does it show him opening the phone, I think, toward the end in the last hour. If anybody can look at that and confirm, let me know if I've missed it. The driver told police he was booked to a fare to an address in Lurgan. However, the person asked to be taken to Lisbon, claiming his mother is ill and there had been a change of plan. Phonacab then received a call from the person who booked the taxi saying his cab had not shown up. Police believe the person opportunistically took another person's taxi. The taxi's GPRS tracking showed that the taxi dropped the person outside McCullough's home at 11:13 p.m., 3 minutes before he could swipe his phone open. Oh, there we go. 3 minutes later, his mobile phone, which had never been used for over 5 hours, is swiped open and activated. Whoa, guys, I'm being honest with you. I'm looking at this guy's situation. Things are looking pretty dark for him because everything doesn't seem to add up in his favor. When you look at all of this stuff that went down, especially with all the routes explained and obviously him faking the live stream, things just seem to be looking extremely bad for this guy. You know, these allegations are pretty strong. The evidence is somewhat supporting it to some extent. Obviously, none of us, we're not a court of law, so we can't make our decisions on what happens to this guy, whether he goes to prison or not, that kind of stuff. But from what I can see, though, it doesn't look very good for him. This has to be probably one of the most twisted people I've ever come across in the streaming world, that is. And this has to be one of the most sick things I've seen thus far. I mean, I've seen streamers do some really awful and terrible things, but for me personally, I think this guy, he takes the number one spot as far as it goes. You know, just wow, that is just something else. For anybody who wants to watch the stream, although I don't advise it, it is still available. This is the name of it, the Violent Night Christmas live gaming stream. So, yeah, my word. You know, sad when you hear these things, but when you see all the hoops that this guy went through to cover his tracks, it's really, really insane to even think for a second that this man didn't straight up premeditate all of this. This is wild. But then we'll see how it all unfolds in court, what sort of his defense will be, what he pleads and stuff like that, whether it's going to be insanity or whatever it is. We'll see. We'll see. But that's it there today, folks. I'm leaving the video over there. Let me know if you liked it or enjoyed it. Leave a like down below. I want to hear your comments. What do you think happened? And what do you think would be the outcome from your own perspective? And I will hope to see you in the next one. Till next time, bye.